Well, we have a new report on food prices this morning that could be bad news for your grocery budget. And if you're already paring back your holiday meal plans, the new year may not bring any relief. That report is predicting food prices will go up again in 2026. This is from the latest annual report produced by Dalhousie University in collaboration with other top Canadian universities. It's forecasting that overall food prices will go up by 4 to 6% in the new year. And the average family of four could be spending nearly $1,000 more on food. Inflation, U.S. President Donald Trump's trade war, just a couple of reasons why we're seeing the hike. Anis Hadari breaks down those numbers as well as all the factors hitting your grocery bill.
Canadians aren't imagining it. Buying meat at the grocery store keeps getting pricier.
When I'm shopping, I look, oh, okay, this chicken is on sale today. I guess I'll buy that one. Maybe try and go to Costco to stock up, fill up the freezer.
It is getting more expensive, yeah. Like if you want to buy some spaghetti or something and put some ground beef on there, it's like $3 more or something.
And new research from Dalhousie University predicts this trend will continue. Next year, meat could go up in price faster than many other foods. Overall, food prices are predicted to go up between 4 and 6% in 2026. Meat is predicted to go up by 5 to 7%. Some factors behind this include higher packaging and processing costs. And herds themselves are smaller this year, including some ranches downsizing. That's not happening at this BC ranch, but they understand why.
Older ranching families that don't have younger generation coming into that are getting out. I mean, it's the best time to get out. It's high prices for cattle right now.
And that could have a cascade effect on more than just beef.
A lot of cattle ranchers are exiting the industry, which is impacting inventory overall. So people are noticing higher prices. They're pivoting over to other sources like chicken, which is why chicken prices are also on the rise.
Vegetables could also jump between 3 and 5%. Overall, these researchers predict a family of four could spend up to $995 more next year on food. But remember, these predictions are just that. Last year, the same researchers estimated fruit and vegetables would go up in price, and the actual retail price went in the opposite direction. Anis Hadari, CBC News, Calgary.
Let's take you over to Toronto right now. That's where we find Megan Fitzpatrick. She's at the Fort York Food Bank, and they're looking at how their operations are now navigating as Canadians continue to struggle to afford more groceries. So, Megan, good to see you. I know you've sort of been talking to a number of people there. This is a bit of a deja vu moment for the food banks, having to sort of deal with that higher demand.
Good morning, Angie. Yes, we're here at the Fort York Food Bank. It's one of the busiest food banks in the city of Toronto, very centrally located downtown. And to that point of it being a busy food bank, it doesn't open its doors until 9 o'clock this morning, but there's already a long line of people outside braving the frigid temperatures in Toronto this morning, waiting to get in here. Just a signal of the demand on food banks like this one. And to hear more about that and for reaction to that food prices report, let's bring in Julie Lejeune, who's the executive director of this food bank. And Julie, we're just talking about how busy it is here. Tell us a little bit about the food bank here, the services you provide, and how busy it is for you.
Yeah, we're seeing record numbers of clients. Again, I mean, in reality, our numbers have been going up since spring of 2022, but it has significantly gone up over the last few months. We had a few of our record numbers at 6,900 and then 7,200 individuals a week just recently, which, to put in perspective, pre-COVID, we were serving about 1,000 individuals a week, and now just over 7,000, 7,200.
So the need is already huge, and now we have this report that's predicting that food prices could go up even higher next year, 6% potentially. When you hear that number, what goes through your mind?
Shock, dismay, and worry. We are at capacity in a sense. I mean, we're keeping up right now, but like I was saying, we're almost doing like Jenga, trying to get that amount of food in here and out of here because we're just a small storefront on College Street. So something like that, when I hear those numbers, I know our numbers are going to go up, and we need to be prepared for that.
And how do you prepare for that? What strategies can you use? I know I've heard from other food banks, the food bank community concerned about how they're being stretched thin and concerns about not, running out of food or having to give less food to clients as the number of clients grows. Have you had to do that?
No, we're very fortunate. Our community is really supportive of us. And so we have been able to provide almost even more food. We try and provide an overall healthy, culturally appropriate diet. And we're keeping up with that because the community is generous to us and donating to us, and we have a food purchasing budget. One of the worries when I hear those numbers is space, really, is just trying to get that amount of food in and out. And in a nice, dignified way, like you mentioned the line, having a line outside in our temperature, especially like today or even in the summer when it's hot or raining, that's not dignifying. And so ideally, we just need a bigger space. That's my biggest worry, is that to be able to keep up with the demand. And then we can do it.
In terms of the clientele here, have you seen that change over the years? Yes, the numbers of clients is increasing, but in terms of who those clients are, what are you seeing?
Yeah, so pre-COVID, so a few years ago, we would have said the majority of our clients were over 60. Now, in the last few years, that's significantly changed to to the 18 to 45 range. And so we'd call that the working poor. People have a job, they have a part-time job, or they're making a minimum wage, but you're not making enough to make ends meet. As you know, the city is really expensive. Rent is high, your basic utilities, phone, transportation, and you can't do it. You cannot make ends meet in Toronto on a minimum wage job.
So again, if these prices do go up next year, that's very concerning. So just lastly, Julie, tell us a little bit about, I can see the food all around you. What services do you offer for people here at this food bank?
So we're open 5 days a week for groceries, Tuesday through Saturday. In addition, we do hot meals every day, basically, except 5 days a week for hot meals, takeaway lunch. And then we also do a delivery program to 180 seniors in a Toronto community housing building with healthy, culturally appropriate food for that.
Okay, a lot of work being done here, and I know you're going to be busy here soon with a lot of volunteers coming in, and your doors will open to the many people in need, Angie. And we know this story is playing out right across Canada with food banks and the need increasing. There was a report earlier this week from Feed Ontario representing food banks that showed a 9th consecutive year of numbers going up in terms of food bank clients. So we'll be here talking to more volunteers and some clients throughout the morning, Angie.
Thanks a lot for that, Megan. Our CBC's Megan Fitzpatrick for us at the Fort York Food Bank in Toronto.